Morning, all. All right, so we've got a lot of news already. So there's still some news to fill out, but I thought it's a good idea to do this video first, and also include a question mark here, because during live streams people are like, "Hey, what do you think of?" And that ends up becoming majority of the chat, so people can direct them to this video during the live stream later today. Uh, Tyson Barrie is signing a 3-year deal, an extension with the Edmonton Oilers for $13.5 million. Defensively, he's not the greatest, but we know that offensively, points-wise, it works really well for him at Edmonton. So you need somebody who can play the defensive side of things. So they're bringing in Cody Ceci. Now, Cody Ceci had a good year in Pittsburgh, but I do worry about him being overpaid by Ken Holland. Reportedly, it's a 4-year deal at more than $3 million a year, like 3.25, maybe 3.5. It's getting a bit pricey. We'll see. Because, so again, CC had a very good year with Pittsburgh. Really impressed with his play. We'll see how it works out for him at Edmonton. And if Barrie and CC would be the pairing that they would put out on the ice, right? Edmonton's blue line, I honestly think is going to be better this year than people might expect. But it's going to be an interesting year. Speaking of interesting years, I'm wearing Toronto because I like what they've done here. They've basically traded goalies with the Carolina Hurricanes. And so they've signed Peter Mrazek to a 3-year deal, $3.8 million per season. The only question mark with Mrazek is the ability to stay healthy for the full season. Mrazek, when he's healthy and he's on, he's a very good goaltender. So I like the cap hit. I like the term. I think it's a good move by Kyle Dubas and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Hey, you have to give credit where credit is due, and I will do that for Toronto. So, yeah, Mrazek's going to be a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs. San Jose is reportedly signing Nick Bonino this morning. We don't know the term or the number yet, but my guess is it's probably going to be a couple of years. Term shouldn't be that high. Good depth player for San Jose to be picking up. We'll see what San Jose does today outside of that. So Carolina's kind of been the middle of all of the drama. So Tony DeAngelo is reportedly signing a 1-year, $1 million deal. This is on the heels of Dougie Hamilton rejecting a deal from Carolina, reportedly worth 8 years and $50 million in total. And they're also reportedly signing Freddie Andersen, formerly of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So they traded Nedeljkovic. They lost Mrazek. They're also losing Bernier, who they got in the Nedeljkovic deal, which at the time I thought, well, at least they're going to sign Bernier. Nope. Now they're going to have Freddie Andersen, who's coming off of what was a statistically poor season in Toronto. Now, can Freddie bounce back? Absolutely. But it is interesting to see that Carolina has kind of torn things down a little bit. Like it just, I don't know. We'll see how things turn out for them, right? And there's rumors of them possibly signing Virtanen today as well. Yeah, we'll see, because again, for Carolina, there's a lot of Canes fans that are looking at what's going on with the team and saying, "What are you doing?" My answer to that would be, it's the cheaper route. And I we'll see if that's in fact how things turn out, but yeah, that'll be a big loss for them on the blue line with Hamilton. You got to think DeAngelo at $1 million. They're thinking, okay, this is pure offense, and maybe he's the number 4 guy, the number 2 on the power play, maybe the number 1 on the power play. But again, they're hoping for a bounce back from what was really not a great season he was having with the Rangers either before the Rangers cut ties with him. But yeah, so there you go. Carolina, kind of the center of all of the discussions over the last 24 to 48 hours, and Canes fans asking, what is life? All right, so Nikita Zadorov being acquired by the Calgary Flames, reportedly, and I don't know for what yet. I haven't seen it revealed for what yet. That'll be revealed just as this video goes up. It's my guess. But for Chicago, it's trading a restricted free agent who's going to get a bunch of money. And Calgary's looking at their blue line and saying, we need more bodies on the blue line. Nikita Zadorov is definitely a body on the blue line. Defensively, solid. He does take penalties. He offensively doesn't have a lot to give there, but the defensive side of it, he's very good. So we'll see how things turn out for him with the Flames and what Chicago got back. Kyle Palmieri, who was a rental for the New York Islanders. Well, apparently he's staying with the New York Islanders. The Islanders have apparently worked out a deal that they'll announce with him today, and so he's staying with the New York Islanders, which is interesting. Because again, if that trade goes from being rental to an actual trade, I do like it for both teams. I do think New Jersey got good value for Palmieri and Zajac, and I think the Islanders in keeping Palmieri. He's not an old player. And, yeah, there's some good depth in New York with the Islanders. Alec Martinez signing a 3-year deal worth a total of $15.75 million to stay in Vegas, which is part of the reason why Marc-Andre Fleury's money was traded out yesterday. This is a team that, again, will continue to do this. And, of course, I've seen the Eichel comments, the Eichel rumors. I don't know how you make that work, but, yeah, they have acknowledged, Kelly McCrimmon yesterday acknowledging, there's an issue down the middle. He understands why people say that, but they don't see it as being as big of a problem as others do. And so we'll see what Vegas does during the offseason to change out their center spot, or if they say, you know what, we're a pretty good regular season team, we get to the Final Four, we can figure this out. The center spot wasn't a huge strength for the team during the 2017-2018 run. It was a whole team thing, so maybe they'll look at it that way, right? Jonathan Bernier apparently signing with the New Jersey Devils. So Bernier going from what was a challenging situation in New Jersey, his rights being traded to Carolina, doesn't stay in Carolina. So, yeah, the Nedeljkovic trade becomes even more of a curiosity and a head-scratcher for me than it was prior to him going to New Jersey. Because, again, I thought, well, if they keep Mrazek, nope. If they keep Bernier, nope. Now they're apparently signing Freddie Andersen, and Halak's supposed to sign with Vancouver today as well. I will be interested to see if the salary cap hit for the buyout on Holtby and Halak, what those two numbers are put together, and see if Vancouver's actually saving money in their goaltending situation or not. And if Halak can get his game back, because again, by the end of last year, it was getting kind of rough for him in Boston. So I do hope he gets his game back, and I would love to see that happen in Vancouver, but we'll see what happens. All right, so who do you think's going to be the big winner today? Who do you think's going to end up being the team that looks back at today and says, we could have planned that better? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Carolina, going from Mrazek, Reimer, and Nedeljkovic to Freddie Andersen right now, and again, we'll see if they add somebody else, because there will be other goaltenders available. I would think that Carolina's the one that you might have some concern with if you're a fan. And I share that. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. It's not the start of the season yet. We're still 76 days away from that. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you again soon.